Good Tuesday evening, everybody. Welcome to the Digital Sim Sports Network and our live coverage of the Short Track Showdown Series. Season finale championship night from the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. I have to admit, we were hoping for a little tighter points race when we came into the finale, but it is a runaway at the top, and Pete Dillon has a 44-point cushion over second place. Sean McLaughlin has a 48-point cushion over Adam Vinny, 49 points over Matt Eddy, and Marvin Turnmeyer is a distant fifth with 63 points to the rear. So that's your top five heading into tonight. Basically a victory lap for Mr. Dillon. I talked to him a little while ago. He's excited. He's ready to go. He is not going to let us down at the end of the night, and he will put us in view of his machine when we give him his interview. All right, now watch a few guys go by, a couple of laps here. Paying special attention to that 77 of McLaughlin tonight. That is a wonderful throwback, and I like that he has gone in and made all of those adaptive driving experience logos match what would have been on that car. An old Harry Gant late model paint scheme riding around tonight on the 77 machine. I know he's got plenty of fans watching and shouting out over on YouTube already. I see the Victory Vinnies as well. You're not only going to get your Lumber Dude limousine tonight, but you are going to get your Lumber Dude jackwagon as well. Another appearance out of driver 43, Reed Rundle, but thought maybe, just maybe, Adam Vinny was going to win Sunday night, that 100-lapper over at Milwaukee, and man, he just came up a few car lengths short of pulling that off. So I know that all the Beards Wisconsin people are excited once again. I saw Bill in the chat. Waiting to see if Jay and everybody else shows up. Matt Eddy in here as well tonight. There's the aforementioned Mr. Reed Rundle, the other Beards Wisconsin machine. Jost Westendorf. Zach Stallnecker, and I was corrected on pronouncing his name properly. A little different scheme on that car tonight. Miller Lite paint scheme. I think that's a Rusty Wallace throwback. Love all the throwbacks. They're fun to look at. As an old NASCAR guy and an old racing guy, I like to see some of the old stuff. I used to sit down and do those schemes all the time when I painted cars, just for other people to get them out there so I could go watch them go around in circles. But it's hard to see it when you drive it. So it is a great night for racing. I don't know where you're at, but out west of us, we're having some more nasty weather. I don't think it's going to make it as far as the city, so it's going to probably die off. But we've reached the end of the practice session. You know what's really sad about that is that they both embraced that. With open arms, they embraced the limousine and jackwagon deal. So drivers heading out. McLaughlin just rolled on to the speedway. So did Knowles. Kyler Davis as well. We're going to watch a couple of these guys here, see what we can see for times. 125 laps this evening. Feels like we're running marathons. Whoa, that's strong. I poured myself an adult beverage and I may have overpoured a little bit. So if this broadcast gets out of control, I accept full responsibility beforehand. So, whew. Sean McLaughlin into 3 and 4. He should be the first one to post time. Big wiggle off of turn 4. And caution will dispute Kyler Davis, 1895. I did see Adam Vinny. Ooh, Adam Vinny, yeah, I was just getting ready to put him on the screen, and he jumps to the top. 18.91. We'll see if his second lap is better. Turnmeyer almost bested him. Through 3 and 4. Final time for Adam Vinny. And slows it down to an 18.96. Turnmeyer. Different paint on that 16 car. Maybe trying to change it. He got 91. And whoa, what are we doing? Oh, that's Dylan Connor. I'm sorry. Dylan Connor was who took over the top spot. I thought Turnmeyer did. So Dylan Connor. Half a tenth faster. Turnmeyer did not go quicker, stayed the same speed. Reed Rundle is on track. We'll go look at Stallnaker here in a minute. Rundle second quick. 18.88, almost an 18.89. He came home fourth on Sunday night in the season finale over at Mars. Works the car hard off of turn number 4, 94 this time, so just a little bit slower. Here comes Stallnaker. So Connor, Rundle, Vinny, Turnmeyer, and Davis are the top 5 right now. Pete Dillon, your championship leader, 6th quick. He's a full 10th off of the pace. Couple of 3-4 cars left to go. Matt Eddy, Christopher Griffin, Caleb Dyer, and Stallnaker, who is on track. Stallnaker struggled into turn 1. Let's see if he can make his second lap a little bit better. We almost didn't get to have a broadcast host. I got a brand new microphone in, and I tried to set it up, and oh my goodness, did it mess up my sound settings. My mixing board went absolutely bonkers. It took me a half hour to fix all the stuff that it erased. So Stallnaker, over a second off. He is at 19.87. No Matt Eddy, no Chris Griffin, no Caleb Dyer currently. Time not going to slow down for those guys. So if they're going to get laps in, they better hustle. Who's watching on Twitch? If you're on Twitch, make sure you say hi. Let us know you're over there. Same on Facebook. If you are on Facebook, somebody let us know you're over there watching. Let us know you can hear us at least. We are simply waiting for the time to run out, or one of these drivers to roll out onto the track, and there's 3 of them that have not taken time. 16 cars here to close out the season. These guys are going to be off until June 11th, and they will start their new season. So we'll wait patiently for that. No show tomorrow night. Chandler Grand Prix on an off week. Thursday night, SimRatMarket.com, Mighty Midgets. Practice opens at 8 o'clock Eastern. They do 2 unique shows, and it goes pretty quick, and it's a lot of fun to watch those guys. So make sure that you mark your calendars down. Come and watch us on Thursday night. And then we are off until the following Wednesday. We'll see if we can't scare up something to at least put on the network, because we got about 5 weeks of very little to do. I'm going to try to put some new overlays together, try to clean some things up, get some new commercials. So hopefully when we come back in June full-time, we will have a little bit of a new look at least. I've seen a couple of our competitors have closed shop. So we may see some new leagues to stream. Don't know yet. Everybody wants all the same time slots, and that makes it very difficult. So, oh, Mr. Brenner. Randy, you working on Monday nights too? You work every week, every weekday during the evening. Is that your deal? Because we're going to miss you on Mondays. We are simply waiting for the qualifying session to run out here. And we can put these 16 cars out here for 125 laps. It'll go quick. As you can see, only 18 seconds. Just over 18 seconds. Almost 19 to get a lap around here. Those times won't fall off a whole lot. during the race, but they will fall off a little bit. So, you get 3 laps a minute. It's only going to take about 45 minutes to get this thing over. Yeah, that is unfortunate. Well, maybe we'll see your brother. Maybe we will see your brother come and race with us on Mondays. That would be nice. Thank you, Bill. We enjoy doing it. We really do. We try not to make it too crazy. We try to interact with all the fans. We try to have some fun, really. That's what this is about. This is not a primary source of income, or it's just a hobby. I'm a racer at heart, but I'm a little too old to go out there and wheel them these days, and it's a lot easier to sit here and watch them and talk about what's going on than it is to go out there and try to compete with some of these guys. Well, back in the fall, Mars is going to go back to Sunday evenings. Reed and I just have a deal to get him on Monday so he could keep his stuff going and interact with our stuff, and see if we can help each other out by bringing more drivers to the racing service. You hooked him up. Did you give him that Grip Hacks EXE file? Is that what you did? You hooked him up? Hey, Matt Eddy went out and made laps, and we didn't even see him roll onto the track. He makes one top of the speed chart, second lap, barely slowed it down. He went 18.84 on lap 1, 18.90 on lap number 2. And so now your pole sitter, right at the end of the qualifying session, changes from Dylan Connor to Matt Eddy. I didn't even see the 88 car make it out of the pits, man. South Boston, Virginia. Well, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it. Got a pretty good crowd tonight from what I can see. I was just looking to make sure everything was sounding good over on Twitch and Facebook. We got YouTube. Trovo, we don't get to see. We don't get to see the chat from Trovo. Well, when you guys lay it on, you put it on super thick, don't you? Don't put any more pressure on the guy than is already on there. I mean, overrated. Adam Vinny's in the chat, driver of the 11 car, and is saying overrated. Okay, well, I've seen vast improvement, especially on his Monday night. Not the big dirt guy, but man, he's gotten pretty good at wheeling those dirt cars over there with DSRL. So he's been pretty good at the asphalt stuff. So, now we have enticements going. Man, this is like NIL deals left and right over here. That might actually be kind of fun to see old Bill get on the track. The iRacing crowd. Man, I'm a one-lap hero. That's all I've ever been. I'm washed, man. Just totally washed. I'm actually going to start running a Cup series on Wednesday nights. I think reverse race is tomorrow night for me. They've got like 5 in already, but we go to Kansas tomorrow night. I'm going to try to go see if I can make some laps with those boys. Top-notch equipment. A folding lawn chair, a TV tray, a Momo. What else do we got, Randy? Yeah, this is this qualifying. This session is taking a minute here, so they must be having a long drivers meeting. That's all I can say. It is championship night. They are going probably through the points and be careful around this guy and yada yada. All right, looks like we are getting ready to go because driver of the 11 has been called to his machine. I started to run down all the equipment that was on that deal, Randy. Help me finish it up. I don't know, T1000, RGB lights. All right, good luck, Adam. Got no CRT monitor, corded mouse and keyboard still. You just use the buttons for your brake and your gas. Is that what we got going on, Randy? Tell us what all we're working with here. Here we go. This is going to get good tonight. I can feel it. I can feel it. All right, looks like we're going to be wrapping up our driver meeting. Wheelchair with a butt kicker? What? Damn, you upgraded. I didn't even know about the butt kicker. If I ever get mine out of the storage shed and get it in here and cleaned up and put together, I'll have to post some pictures of a custom rig that was made and brought to me here a while back. My good friend Larry Moody, I guess he's getting into building sim rigs or something, and he brought me a pretty slick one. The only thing I won't put on mine is VR, and that's just because it gives me a headache. But I have a VR headset. I just can't use it. It doesn't make me nauseous. It gives me a headache. I like my triples. But all right, it is showtime, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to get ready to get down here. Maybe we're going to have a warm-up. It looks like they're going to give them warm-up time now. I'm not really sure. Goes the 17 of Caleb Dyer. Well, I'll sell you one. I bought it a number of years ago. Tried it one time. It gave me a headache. I put it back in the box, and that is where it has stayed. I got three 32-inch monitors for my racing, and I got three 26 or 28 for my broadcasting. So. I don't know. Larry uses VR, and Larry's 60. I'm gonna age him. I want to say Larry's 62, and he uses VR to race, and he really likes it. I can't do it. It gave me a headache. I don't know if it's because of so much motion so close to my face. Didn't make me nauseous. It just made my head ache. I've tried it a couple of different times. I tried it on mine, and I tried one with Tim Sims one time up at, I want to say it was at Gateway, and oh man, just didn't work for me. Your presumptive champion right there in that 7 machine. Mr. Pete Dillon, and I know there's fans of Pete Dillon in here. I saw him post in the chat, but I don't know where. Minutes. We'll be getting ready for this 125 lap season finale. Like I said, it'll go by pretty quick. Try to get a look at most of the cars out here making laps. They all head for pit road. There's John Brunner. I haven't shown his car yet tonight. All right, looks like everybody's taking them in and getting them ready. Now that was a pretty good run. All 100 laps under the green flag, and pit strategy really did kind of play into the finish of that race. I really kind of hope I get a chance to talk to Matt Eddy sometime tonight, because I would really like to know why he stayed out as long as he did. All right, it is that time as we get ready for 125 laps. Let's get ready to look at the starting lineup for the season finale. It's going to be the 88 of Matt Eddy on a very late qualifying attempt. Picking up the pole, Dylan Connor will be on his outside. Reed Rundle, 43 car, will start to the inside of row number 2 with his partner in crime. You got the Lumber Dude Jack Wagon on the inside and the Lumber Dude Limousine on the outside of that second row. Oh boy, this should be exciting. Adam Vinny in the 11 car there. Marvin Turnmeyer, 16, he'll start P5. And he'll have Kyler Davis. You see Kyler right there in that 6 car on the outside of the third row. The 4th row, Pete Dillon will be on the inside. He is the foregone conclusive and presumptive champion of the series. And he'll have Josh Westendorf in the 92 beside him. Your 5th row will be the 33 of Andrew Perry inside. And the 15 of Matt Knowles on the outside. Jeff Werderman will start the 81 car inside row number 6 next to the 77 of Sean McLaughlin. And then John Brenner in the 46. Zach Stallnicker in the 55 will make up a row 7. In our final row this evening, 17 of Caleb Dyer on the inside and the 12 of Christopher Griffin. Both drivers rookies, that's why they have the 9s in front of their numbers on the car. That explains a lot. That explains a lot about why he was out of there. So we're going to invert a little bit here. It's going to be Turnmeyer and Vinny on the front row. Rundle and Connor in row 2. Matt Eddy will drop all the way back to the inside of row number 3. So the 5-car invert. Doesn't move Rundle, and that's about it.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag is out, pushing and shoving, and I see cars wrecking at the back already. Somebody into the fence right here up front.
Caution is out.
Wow, Kyler Davis. Let's go back. Watch back in the middle, right around the 77 car. Yeah, he's going to get jacked up and turned. And then Kyler Davis, I don't know what happened to him. He never turned the car. He went straight into the fence in turn 1. But if we go back a little bit here, right at the start, it happens up at the front. Knowles gets a little bit of a run up here. Oh, outside row just completely checked up, and that just started jacking cars up. So we're going to have to see who is going to have to get repairs, who is going to be able to continue as they are. So we drop the green, we go about 100 yards, and we go straight to yellow. So we'll watch down here. See if the lights go off on the pace vehicle. They do not. So we're going to go around a minimum of one more trip. McLaughlin made it out. Staltnecker made it out as well. And Kyler Davis. Oh, Kyler Davis is not going to make it back on track. So Kyler Davis, and he must have had some kind of catastrophic failure. Video went out, something. Because he never even tried to make the corner entry. He just went straight into the fence. So McLaughlin and Stalnecker are going to wave around, get those guys back on the lead lap. That outside row, for whatever reason, from Connor on back, they just didn't go. And it stacked everybody up, and the next thing you know, guys are jacked up off the rear tires sideways.
All right, man. Lights are back on the pace car. We're
Lights back on our pace vehicle. I don't think Kyler Davis is going to make it out, boys. Everybody else is out there that looks like they're ready to go. I still got 124 laps. I know that thing is counting laps down, but it's going to reset once we go green here for a lap or two. Kyler Davis. Kyler Davis is going to get the 6-car rolling. He's going to make it back out on the track, albeit what shows 5 laps down. I don't know about all that. Alrighty, we'll get the pace vehicle out of the way. We're getting ready to go back to green. See if we can make it past the end of the front stretch here. Green flag back out in turn number 4. Good start on the outside. Look who jumps to the front. Adam Vinny beat Turnmeyer. Down the front stretch. Turnmeyer's going to make a run back at him. We'll see if it resets right here or if it takes a lap or two. But maybe tonight caution laps are counting. I don't know. We'll give it a couple of laps here and see if it resets. But it's Vinny, Turnmeyer. Rundle is up to third. Connor fell back to fourth. Eddie's fifth. Dylan up to the sixth spot. Knowles is seventh. McLaughlin, after going in, getting everything squared away on that car, they probably put some fresh skins on it. He rides at eighth. Then Perry Werdeman, Westendorf, Dyer, Brunner, Stallnecker, and Griffin. We'll go back to the front because Adam Vinny is running the middle, and they're not able to get to him. Dylan Connor, though, is taking the bottom away from Reed Rundle. And I don't think that battle's over yet, so Reed Rundle, normally not one to run hard and abuse his tires, but I don't think he's got a choice. I saw somebody clip the fence back there on the exit of 4. I didn't see who it was. Dylan Connor really driving it into the corners pretty hard. He's getting that car to rotate and get up off the exits like nobody's business, too. Takes the third spot away from Rundle. Eddie's still fifth. We're single file pretty much all the way through this field. 12th place, Josh Westendorf. Go back to the front. Adam Vinny holding station. A little over a quarter of a second ahead. Right through the middle. Everybody in his tire tracks right now. Dylan Connor may not be done trying to pick cars off. He's starting to put a little pressure and playing a little peekaboo with Marvin Turnmeyer right now. Just not quite getting the position that he needs on the entry of the corner. Might have it now. He is there on the corner. Turnmeyer way up the hill. Trying not to fight too hard. He may go crossover, but I think Connor just fast enough. And now we'll see how long it takes for the 91 to run down the 11. So Vinny, Connor, Turnmeyer, Rundle, Eddie are the top 5. Dylan, Knowles, McLaughlin, Perry, Werdeman through the top 10. Then Dyer is 11th. Westendorf is 12th, Brunner 13th, Stallnecker 14th, Griffin way back in 15th, Kyler Davis. Couple of laps down, make it 4. He rides 16th, but he's right in front of 13th place, John Brunner. I think Dylan Connor's fixing to go for the lead here. He's playing that same peekaboo game he played with Turnmeyer, getting out of the mirror, one side or the other. May have the run here. He's going to move him up the hill. And Adam Vinny under fire for the lead right now. How hard will he fight? There's not a big gap for him to get into behind Connor. Connor is just a little quicker in 3 and 4. 1 and 2, Vinny has the upper hand. still side by side. Now Vinny takes the opportunity to cut between cars. He is going to move to the inside. Crossover down the backstretch. Does he have enough to hold it on the inside? Looks like 3 and 4. The top side has a pretty good launch off the corner. 1 and 2. It's pretty even. I think Connor's going to have the spot. He's willing to run hard enough to get it out front. Top floor starting to break away from 5th place Pete Dillon, who just now got around Matt Eddy. Sean McLaughlin still in 8th, but closing in. Teammates side by side for 9th and 10th. Werdeman on the inside. Perry up to the top. Perry going to yield the spot, falling behind his teammate. Big gap back to Dyer back there. So we'll go back to the front. Now we got a little bit of a gap between 1st and 2nd. And then Turnmeyer in the 3rd spot and Rundle in the 4th spot are right on the bumper of Adam Vinny. Go on board with the driver of the 43 machine. I've been waiting to see if Turnmeyer was going to take and try to make a move on Vinny into the corner, but Adam Vinny back to running that middle. And there's just enough momentum that you really can't get position. Oh, Marvin Turnmeyer with a big blink right there. Looking back, Pete Dillon starting to reel these guys in. Top 7 now. Covered by 1.7 seconds, and then it's another 1.7 seconds back to McLaughlin. Still in 8th, but he has got a pack behind him, and they all look hungry. Oh, contact between teammates, and here we go, caution coming out. We'll go watch, and I'm not sure if Werdeman just forgot that car was on the outside. Just came up a little bit, and the contact right there. Andrew Perry's car, front end, mashed in a little narrow. Oh my goodness. I didn't see that initially. Some more carnage after the fact. So that'll slow things down just a little bit. Probably see a handful of drivers head for pit road. I'm sure Andrew Perry will be one of those. I know Kyler Davis, he wasn't expecting somebody to be backing across the track, and that's why the whole front end of his car is damaged. And he's already been in and had him pull all that out once from when he pancaked the wall on turn 1. So he may be running the next 90 laps a little bit bent up. You can see Werdeman is on pit road. Matt Eddy taking advantage of the caution to go in and try to get fresh skins on the 88 car. It doesn't look like there's damage on that machine. just taking fuel. Connor, Vinny, Turnmeyer, Rundle, Dillon. That's your top 5. Knowles, McLaughlin, Dyer, Stallnecker, and Griffin are the top 10. But McLaughlin, Stallnecker, Rundle. Wow, a host of drivers. Pete Dillon on pit road. Werdeman in and out. He's caught up to the field. Kyler Davis, I'm not sure how many laps he's going to be down. I think he got a couple of wave arounds here. He may lose one back. Stallnecker back on pit road.
Green flag.
So we're back to green flag racing at the front. I didn't see the one to go signal. We were watching all the cars head for pit road. Caleb Dyer going to go after Adam Vinny. Where did he come from? I guess when everybody else pitted, that moved him closer. He had the outside of the second row on the restart. Now he is up here, right front fender all mashed in and everything, and he is putting the pressure on. Got away from Turnmeyer. It doesn't look like Adam Vinny can get away from him at all right now. Seven-tenths of a second. Dylan Connor out in front. A third of the way through this thing. Some of the guys on new tires trying to make use of them early. I saw Reed Rundle go to the outside of Chris Griffin. He's following Pete Dillon right up through here. Andrew Perry, Matt Eddy, right in front of them. So is John Brunner. Brunner up, having a 5th place run at the moment. Leaders looking like they're going to catch some lap traffic here pretty quick. John must have got everything worked out with the rig, because he is holding his own up here in the top 5 right now. He's holding off Matt Eddy. Andrew Perry, though, trying to find the chink in the armor on the 88 machine. McLaughlin back here in the 13th spot, trying to work on Westendorf and get a little further ahead. Think he's being held up just a little bit. Matt Knowles starting to get away from the 2 lead. We'll go back up here to the front because the battle for second is on. And Dyer has the inside. Vinny trying to stay tucked in there. Drops back to 3rd, and he is just barely in front of Marvin Turnmeyer. Those 3 have a gap between themselves and John Brunner. slide out of this 17 car. He had his hands way to the right coming out of turn number 2. Again with the slide. Adam Vinny not close enough to capitalize. I think if he was any closer, he'd probably be right up under the back end of that 17 car, and he probably would jack him up right here. '17 car having all kinds of trouble. He gets down here in 1 and 2 and finds that little bump. And that car just jumps sideways. Car sideways behind that. That was Matt Eddy in the 88. Got a little out of shape out of turn 2. He's got pressure from behind. He wants to apply pressure to the front. The 46 of Brunner running a really good line and able to keep the pace. See if Eddie can get the nose there out of 4. He got the nose just barely alongside. Oh, this car getting out of shape. And around goes Eddie. Caution for Matt Eddy. He is going to get alongside Brunner. He taps him just ever so slightly. Gets the car out of shape. And gets on the hood of the 33. Cars dipping and dodging. I saw Knowles, I think Matt Knowles really took a pummeling there. Oh yeah, car got away from it. He killed the inside fence. They'll get him fixed up. We got drivers on pit road. Your leader went in, so he'll give up the spot back to Adam Vinny. Brunner will move to second. Pete Dillon now will be up to third. Reed Rundle fourth. Chris Griffin fifth. Sean McLaughlin will be in sixth place. And then coming out of the pits, getting back in line in seventh position will be your former leader of the event, Dylan Connor. Then Dyer behind that. Turnmeyer, Westendorf still in the pits. Perry, Stallnecker, Matt Eddy, Kyler Davis again in the pits. And Jeff Werdeman. Werdeman just went to the pits. So now Adam Vinny. Man, I'm confused about this pit strategy. Adam Vinny, a lap after everyone else, he goes in, gets all 4 tires changed. He is going to go from the lead. He's going to be lucky to come out in the top 10, top 12 even. It looks like he'll roll out here 11th with about 68 laps remaining. So driver 46 now has the point. And I don't know. If I was him, I'd probably be pretty nervous about the 2 guys behind me. Both race winners. One a former champion of this series. Of course, we're talking about the 43 car. Old Jack Wagon himself. Reed Rundle. So Brunner will restart from the inside of the row run. He'll have Dillon, and then Rundle will be behind him. Griffin will be on the outside behind Pete Dillon. McLaughlin will be in behind Rundle and then Dylan Connor. We're going to take the green with 66 laps still to go.
Green, green, green.
And Brunner, quick start. Dylan a little wide on the entry to one, cuts it down to the middle. Gets the run. He's going to go for the lead right here, down in 3 and 4. Brunner's got that good line. He'll lead another lap, but that may be short-lived because Pete Dillon, fresh tires, inside line. He's going to take the lead. Reed Rundle now going to make an attempt to take second away before Dylan Connor can get up there. Brunner off the exit. The longer they stay side by side, the easier it'll be for Connor to get there. And now Brunner, just a little too tardy to get down to the bottom. He's going to give up another spot. And if he's not careful, McLaughlin's going to get over there, and he's going to end up in the freight train going to the back. McLaughlin gets to the inside. Dillon and Rundle, then Connor, now McLaughlin, Dyer, Perry. And Brunner on the older tires just looks like he's dragging a parachute. Adam Vinny now. He's looking to go way to the outside and get a run. Vinny on brand new tires. Can't let the guys at the front get too far away. He makes the move around the top side, and he'll take the spot away. So Brunner goes from restarting first to 8th, and we've only made about 5 laps. Oh, contact. McLaughlin and Dyer had contact coming out of 4. Perry sitting there in 6th, watching the side-by-side battle, which may be over now, as Dyer had a big moment. Down at 2. He's been really loose off 2 for a while. Caution in behind Kyler Davis in the 6 car. Oh, contact, yeah. He got into Griffin. And then Matt Eddy just cannot get away from anything tonight, and he clips that right rear corner. And Kyler Davis's night went from a rough start to even rougher. So we're going to slow stuff down. We have crossed the halfway point. We now have 56 laps remaining. All right. Reed Rundle? What happened to Rundle? He went back to pit road. So Reed Rundle went back to pit road at some point here. Yeah. He was up there in that top 3, and now he is going to restart somewhere around 9th or 10th here. So Dylan Connor, McLaughlin, Dyer Perry, Vinny, Westendorf, Stallnecker, Rundle, Turnmeyer, Brunner, Davis, Griffin, Knowles, Werdeman, and then Matt Eddy's still a lap down. And I don't know, he's coming around trying to catch the field over here. Still showing to be one lap down. We'll see if he gets waved. Got him doubled up, getting ready to go back to the green flag. 53 laps. Quite a few cautions this evening.
Green flag, green flag.
See, the first 12 cars were side by side on this restart. Everybody else single file behind that. Dylan got a good restart. He's going to have the lead. Don't know how long that's going to hold up because Dylan Connor is really coming after him. Caleb Dyer. Flip the fence right there. He runs in third. Sean McLaughlin. In that four spot, trying to run him down. Got Andrew Perry right behind. Adam Vinny and Reed Rundle tucked in right there. Connor once again trying to get out of the view in the mirror. He's trying to stay right there along the side. Pete Dillon. Trying to hold on. Almost touching doors, getting down into 3 and 4, and Dylan Connor very smooth on the bottom. Looks like he may have an advantage as Dylan finds a little bit of fence out of 2. That opens the door completely. Connor goes through. Dylan falls back to second. Now Caleb Dyer. He's trying to get in on the party. McLaughlin has Perry playing peekaboo. Marvin Turnmeyer spinning the 16 car out of turn number 2. Solo found that bump, then got the left front tire down on the flat, de-wedged the car completely. He'll bring it to a safe stop. As we go underneath the fifth caution, 45 laps remaining. And Pete Dillon took the 7 car to pit road. Now we're going to see new rubber going on the 7 car. That means it'll be Connor, Dyer, McLaughlin 1, 2, 3, Perry 4, Vinny 5, and Rundle 6. Westendorf is 7. Stallnecker is 8. Davis 9th. Brunner 10th. Knowles 11th. Werdeman, Griffin, Turnmeyer. Pete Dillon going to come out 15th. And Matt Eddy still a lap down in 16th. Going to be pretty close to 40 laps to go. A lot of different pit strategies going on in here. Some of them I am scratching my head with. Some of them I think I completely understand. Here comes Matt Eddy, going to get his lap back. That'll put him on the lead lap, and all 16 cars will remain on the lead lap. So we'll get ready to double file them back up. Lights off on the pace vehicle. Couple of series rookies right now on our front row for the restart. Dylan Connor. Pretty fair restart. McLaughlin was kind of ready for that, it looks like. Dyer, maybe not so much. McLaughlin got a good restart, got a wiggle out of 2, opened the door and let Dyer get right back by. Perry slides into 4th and side by side they go for the 5th spot. The Lumberdude limousine on the inside, the Lumberdude jackwagon on the high side and running. Right rears the fence, gets the car squared back underneath him. I think it barely slowed him down. So he tried to knock the fence down with the jackwagon. You can see the right rear pushed in just a little bit right there. But he is going to power around the outside. He gets a good run out of 2. Perry has a problem. Rundle slowed up and opened the door, and here comes Vinny. He may go 2 for 1. Adam Vinny back around Rundle, now trying to work on the inside of Perry. They almost come together on the exit of turn 2. Still side by side through the corner. It's a battle for 4. Top 3 are starting to inch away just a tad bit. As McLaughlin has a 77 car securely in that 3rd spot. Perry tried it on the inside, couldn't make it work, but got pushed to the outside when he slid off of 2 a couple laps ago. Adam Vinny got there, and he slides off of 2 again, almost collects Reed Rundle. That's going to open it up. Adam Vinny's going to have the spot. Now, it's going to be Andrew Perry and Reed Rundle battling over the 5th spot. Kyler Davis has, big slide for Reed Rundle. Kyler Davis now has a 6th car up here inside the top 7. And he's looking for more. He's going to fall in line behind Andrew Perry, right in front of Josh Westerville. Wordham is 9th and Knowles is 10th. Currently Pete Dillon trying to fight his way back through traffic. And he'll get up to the 10th spot right now. Knowles lets him have it. Stallnecker right behind that. I think Matt Knowles is out here on fairly old tires. We're going to go back to the front because the top 2 have broken clear of everybody else. We're coming around. The next time by should be 31 laps remaining. comes Adam Vinny. He is trying to find a way to get on the inside of Sean McLaughlin. And McLaughlin's trying to keep that door closed on the bottom. This time Vinny gets a run out of 4. Not quite enough. He may have him up the hill though. Oh, McLaughlin tried to make a big run out of 2, and he pancakes the outside wall. That could open up the door and let a host of drivers by, because Rundle's going to go by this time. Oh, Reed Rundle with a little blink there. McLaughlin clips the fence again. So Rundle clears McLaughlin. Now it's Kyler Davis. And they come together off of 4. Andrew Perry right behind. Looking for the opening. And McLaughlin just killing the fence out of turn number 2. I think he's got damage enough on that car now. He may have steering issues. He gave up 2 spots and had a hard time getting it into the corner, down in 3 and 4. Werdeman trying to work past the 77. There's Pete Dillon. Dillon in 9th, looking for an opening. Would like to get around both the 77 and the 81. We're down to 25 laps to go. It's 2.5 seconds from 1st and 2nd back to 3rd. Adam Vinny holding 3rd down, at least for the time being. And Dylan Connor and Caleb Dyer are driving away from these guys. They've got clear track and they are making good use of it. 2.7 seconds the gap from 2nd to 3rd. That's a string of 3, almost 4. Rundle looking for the run to try to take the podium spot away from Vinny. Caleb Dyer looks to the inside, or Kyler Davis, I'm sorry. Kyler Davis in the 6th car. He got the inside on Rundle. Down the backstretch into 3 and 4. He takes the spot away. Now we'll see if Dyer or Davis can go and take a podium spot away from Adam Vinny. Good racing back here. 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. Here comes Pete Dillon. He's going to work his way around McLaughlin. Move him up to 8th. Davis is relentless about running that bottom and trying to force the guy to lose sight of him, leave the door open. And he does it this time. He's gone alongside Adam Vinny. .7 seconds. And Dyer now starting to play peekaboo with Connor. Davis now looking to clear Adam Vinny down the backstretch and into 3 and 4. Take away the podium spot. It's going to be 17 laps to go this time by. So put Kyler Davis 3rd. The door is still open and Vinny could lose some more spots because Rundle is right there. Rundle's got company because Perry's right behind that. Werdeman tucked in behind him, and here comes Pete Dillon. Dillon just needs to finish the race running. And he is going to be the season champion. Rundle now pulls out on Vinny. Inside 15 to go. Reed Arundel moves up to fourth. Here comes Andrew Perry trying to take fifth away as well. Tyler Davis has gotten away from Reed Arundel, and I don't know if there's enough time to go up there and catch him. Connor got a mirror full of the 17 car. Taking the car in the middle, dropping it to the bottom about center corner. No damage on the right front of Dyer's car. Doesn't seem to be affecting him one bit. These two running identical lap times. Lap after lap after lap. We're going to be at 10 to go this time. First and second right here on our screen. They are 3.5 seconds ahead of Kyler Davis, and Davis has got almost a second on Rundle. Rundle's got a full second on Perry. Once he got clear of Vinny, he started to drive away from that group. Vinny and Werdeman look like they're going at it. Oh, they're too wide, several deep right here. We're close to the end of the race, boys. Here comes Matt Knowles to get into the middle of this. Pete Dillon now trying to work to the inside of Adam Vinny. He lost a couple of spots there. Werdeman and Turnmeyer got by. What is that about? I don't know if you guys can hear that, but I am getting crazy feedback there. Be right back. Okay, that was the weirdest feedback loop, so we just reset that really fast. Hopefully you guys didn't lose any sound in the cars. If you did, man, coming from iRacing, I'm not sure. But we're getting down to it. We're coming around this time. These boys are going to have the wave lap, and they're in lap traffic now. 5 to go for Connor as he's broken away from Dyer, lapping Matt Eddy. Kyler Davis a ways back, and Reed Rundle trying to close in. He's pedaling as hard as he can. I think he's going to run out of time before he can get to the back of the 6 car. But Dillon Connor now. Enjoy 7/10 of a second. Westendorf next on the hit list. Oh, and Westendorf kills the fence off too. Takes the car out of the way. We should stay green. It slowed up Connor just a touch as we get to the 2 to go signal. And that allows Dyer to get within 3/10. White flag, and it'll be the final time around. Dillon Connor just needs to keep it facing forward and all 4 tires on the ground. He's going to win the season finale at the Nashville Fairgrounds for the Short Track Showdown Series. Dylan Connor is your winner. Caleb Dyer second. Kyler Davis third. Reed Rundle fourth. Andrew Perry fifth. Your series champion going to come home in the A spot. We're going to talk to our top three and the champ this evening. We'll get the boys to roll them around here on the front stretch. And we'll find our drivers here and see if we can get them into our chat. There is Mr. Davis. Oh, I don't know. I don't know who that, if that's Caleb or not. We'll find out. Have them guys get into our channel here. We will have Dylan. Yeah, I don't see our top two yet, but that doesn't mean a whole lot. Let's get things started off. Let's go talk to driver of the 6 car. He did not start things off very fancy this evening, but he recovers from the lap 1 incident and brings that 6 car from a couple of laps down all the way up to a third place finish. That was a pretty hairy one all night, Mr. Davis.
Yeah, it was pretty wild to start by. My computer crashed in that first lap. Went 4 laps down, got him back. Had a pretty fast car the rest of the night.
Yeah, it looks like you rode most of this thing with front end damage, and that happened after you got back out of the pits. You got all your laps back, and you're coming around, and I think it was the 81 car was kind of backing across the track. What did you see there? Because you really didn't have anywhere to go, in my opinion.
Yeah, when I came out of 4 and coming down the backstretch, we all slowed. I saw him stop, so I decided to go low behind him. And as soon as I went low, he just backed up to turn around. Unfortunate, I don't think he could see us, so not a big deal. The damage wasn't too bad, so we were okay.
125 laps here is, it feels like a long ways, but it goes by pretty quickly. Were you able to keep your rhythm pretty well, even with all the cautions?
Absolutely, especially when I passed the rest of the guys for third. I was 4 seconds behind the leaders and ended up dropping it down to a 1.8 or something. We were gaining on them, just ran out of time.
All right, man. Well, a way to finish out the season. Why don't you give me some shout-outs, some thank yous? We'll let you get out of here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Just a big thank you to Marv and everybody that puts this show on. It's a great league to race in with these guys. They're great.
All right, man. Congrats on the great run. We'll look forward to seeing you back here next season.
Thank you, sir.
Kyler Davis in the 6 car now. Let's see. And I don't know. We're going to take a stab, and we're going to find out if this is Caleb Dyer right here or not. Is that you, Caleb? Hello, Mr. Dyer. Is that you? All I have is a C in the chat. I don't have a full name, so it's hard for me to tell. Well, we may not have our second place driver right now, but I do know what we can do in place of that while we wait and see if he makes his way in here. We can go up here. We can't get his car. We can't give you a picture of his ride, but Mr. Dylan Connor, 91 car, you had to take it to the front a couple of times through traffic, man. Good run tonight.
Thank you, man. I knew here was as hot as the track was. I knew it was going to wear tires a little bit, but I also knew track position was a big deal. So I felt like I pitted earlier than most. I just wanted to have that position at the end to where I could kind of manage the race, as far as my own pace and when I wanted to go.
Yeah, it looked like, a couple of really hard battles, but then towards the end, you and Mr. Dyer, you guys cleared everybody, and then it was just you two. A couple of times he got his nose there.
Yeah, he was. I feel like he could roll the into the middle better than I could. I still was kind of trying to buy my pace. And I knew with him rolling the center harder than I was, I knew he was going to push it right front a little bit more on him. So I kind of let him get there for a little while and kind of just tried to ride my pace. I knew I was going to need something for them last 10 laps to kind of go hard with. So uh, really tried to go right there at the end. But we both had really good cars there at the end.
Well, you didn't run the whole season, but rookie in the series for this season. I'm sure that rookie tag comes off next season. Going to come in here and try to pick up where you left off?
Oh, yeah, for sure. This is a super fun league, a great group of guys to race with, and I really look forward to running some more next season.
All right, man. Well, we appreciate you taking the time. Why don't you give us a couple of shout-outs before we let you get out of here tonight?
Yes, sir. I just want to thank y'all for doing the booth every Tuesday night. I want to thank Marvin and Jeff, everybody who's involved to keep the league going on Tuesday night. Thank my family and friends, Per Year Race Parts, and Callboy Brinker Elite. Just can't thank everybody enough.
All right, man. Congrats on the win closing out the season. We will look forward to seeing you back here next season.
All right. Thank you.
Dylan Connor picking up the win in the season finale. And now, if we can talk Pete Dillon into driving that car right down here to the start-finish line so we can get a little better look at it. We'll talk to the season champion. You there, Pete?
Yes, sir.
Drive that car on up here a little ways. Bring it up to by the flag stand here.
All right.
Did you get everybody muted in the other channel, my friend?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that'll give us a pretty good look at the old 7 car. We'll see if we can get a really slick angle of it right here. That's probably about as good as it's going to get right there. Well, long season. And tonight, maybe not the result at the end of this race that you wanted for this particular event. But overall, does not hurt you in the points. You are the champion. Give me a little insight into tonight's run. I saw a lot of crazy strategies, and I got to say that late pit, I think maybe you might regret that a little.
Yeah, I kind of do regret the late pit or taking 4. I took 4 instead of only 2. 2 seems to loosen the car up a lot more, and 4 made it a little tight, so it made it hard to pass. And then I got bottled up, and I had a 3rd place car all day. I just couldn't get there, couldn't get it done.
Yeah, it looked like when you and Reed Rundle got to the front there, I thought maybe you two might stick it out and try to stay there at least for, 30, 40 laps. And very next caution, both of you go in, and then you go in a second time. You just take fuel on the first one?
Yeah, I went fuel only the first stop, just to try to get enough fuel to get it to the end. And I took the lead. I passed the 46 for the lead, and I got a little bit of a lead. And then the caution came out again, and I'm not sure who that was behind me, but when he got by me, I was like, okay, this ain't gonna work. I need to get tires or something, because he had a lot more pace than I did. I think he had taken tires already, and so yeah, I gambled, but it was fun racing back there, passing cars though. Me, Reed, Turnmeyer and Waterman, we were in the 92, or no, Vinny. Yeah, we were battling pretty hard for a little while. It got pretty hairy. That was a lot of fun.
Well, we watched a little bit of that 2 wide, 2 deep battle back there late in this one. But overall, man, a great season. You're going to come out of here with the title. I'm sure you got a laundry list of people that you'd like to thank before we let you go celebrate with the big hardware.
I'd like to thank Marvin and Jeff for putting this thing on. You guys, Dirt Racing Network, for broadcasting. You do an awesome job. AMP, this is a sponsor of the race. This race. And I'd like to thank my fiance Paula for letting me do this. My daughter Chloe for always supporting me and watching and cheering me on, and all my friends and stuff that watch the broadcast and enjoy it as well.
All right, man. Well, congrats on a great season. We'll look forward to seeing you come back next season and try to defend that title.
I'll give it a shot. I think Dale Garrett would have stole this one from me if he would have stayed at it.
Well, he's got a race all summer, so I mean, you got a summer series to come back and defend, my friend. All right, man. Well, thanks for chatting with us, and congrats again, buddy.
It was really
we'll look
cool
forward to
seeing
seeing
a lot of new faces tonight.
Yeah. I kind of enjoy that too. I've seen a bunch of guys that either haven't seen much of or hadn't seen before, and I think there's a lot of new blood coming in with you guys. It's going to be a challenge next season for you to defend this thing.
All right. Well, thank you, Roger.
All right, Pete Dillon, your series champion. We will take a very quick look. Could not get Caleb Dyer. Cannot get him into the shot. I don't know where he's at. I wish we could talk to the second place driver because there's a great podium run for him. But we're going to take a look at sorry, got distracted. People were moving around in the chat. I thought maybe he had showed up. I was going to try to grab him real quick. We'll look at our results tonight. Dylan Connor, Caleb Dyer, Kyler Davis, 1, 2, 3. Reed Rundle in 4th. Andrew Perry 5th. Jeff Waterman 6th. Marvin Turnmeyer 7th. Series champion Pete Dillon in 8th. Matt Knowles 9th. John Brunner 10th. Adam Vinny maybe stayed out a little long on his tires. Not sure what to say. Ran good. Ran up front. 11th place finish. Not the results for the amount of effort that he gave tonight. Chris Griffin 12th. Zach Stallnecker in 13th, Matt Eddy 14th, Josh Westendorf 15th, and Sean McLaughlin with up and down all night long, and he drove a great race, but he's going to come home 16th, a few laps down with a late race incident. He pounded the fence a bunch of times, and I'm sure he knocked the right side off of that car. I don't know what that's about. That's crazy. So, season in the books. They will be off until, I think I was told, June the 11th. We'll try to find something every once in a while to put in here, but we appreciate everybody that's tuned in all season. Without you guys, there's no reason for us to do this. Without all the great leagues giving us fantastic racing, nothing for us to cover, so you can come and enjoy it. So thanks to everybody, both sides of that coin. We will be back on Thursday night for SimRatMarket.com Mighty Midget Series. Make sure you tune in. That kicks off about 8:15 Eastern, and we will run 2 shows back to back for them. Until we see you guys the next time,